Hi everyone, welcome to Osmanthus Yoga with Jen. Today I moved the microphone about 1.5 feet closer to me, so maybe the audio will be a little bit more clear. We'll see. Today our practice is going to work on the stability and strength of our hips, our knees, and our ankles, because all of these joints stacked up together, the strength of one depends on the other, and so we're going to work on all three in the legs today. We're going to start on our backs, on the mat, with our feet about hips width apart. Toes pointed all the same direction, and the palms either by our sides, facing up towards the sky, or maybe one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. And we'll just settle in here, beginning to come into our practice. Beginning to slow down the breath, and beginning to calm the mind. Taking a few breaths to check in with how we're feeling today. Noticing any stray thoughts that are flowing in to the mind, and maybe letting go of anything that doesn't add value to you the next hour or so. And in this position on the mat, noticing the weight of the feet, the legs, the contact of the body with the back, the contact with the back of the body with the mat, all the way up to the shoulders and the back of the head. Checking in with the body, seeing how you feel physically today. Just acknowledging, without any judgment or expectations, how you are doing today. Keeping the face soft and the breath steady as you inhale up into the chest. And exhale all the air out of the belly. Controlled breathing, inhale, feel the chest expand. And exhale, push out the air from the belly. One more breath here, long and steady. And full exhale. Releasing the hands by our sides, palms facing up towards the sky. We're going to rock the knees right and left. Keeping the breath long, moving however you'd like to shift left and right. And then last rock back and forth. We're going to drop both knees over to the right side and allow them to just hang out here. Feeling the stretch into the left thigh, the left front hip. And just keep trying to ground down both shoulders. Feel the spine pulling closer down to the mat to feel the stretch in the hip a little bit deeper. Option to stay here or to pick up the right ankle and put it on top of the left knee for a little added weight here, a little added stretch. Keep the face calm and you breathe here. Every exhale, allowing the knees to sink down, maybe a little bit more, letting go of some tension. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, feel heavy in the legs. 1 more breath. And exhale. Now keeping the top ankle on top of the knee, we're going to bring the left knee up towards the sky so we come into a figure 4 stretch. Figure 4 stretch, bringing both legs into the body, grabbing a hold behind the shin or behind the thigh, pulling both feet into the body, both legs, feeling the stretch in the outer right hip. From here, we're going to do some toe flexion, taking our right toe and pointing away, both toes, pointing them away. And exhale, flex. Toes pull back towards the knee. Inhale, pull the toes forward. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Now keep pulling the legs into the body. Exhale, flex. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Stay here, figure 4. supine pigeon. Keep pulling both legs in, maybe taking the right hand to push the right knee slightly away for one more breath. And now exhale, releasing the foot down to the mat. Grabbing a hold of the right knee, bringing the right knee into the chest, pulling behind the shin into the body. Making some big knee circles with the right knee, clockwise and counterclockwise. And then pausing at center, pull that right knee in and exhale. Begin to straighten the right leg up towards the sky, however straight you can and however up towards the sky you can. Release the palms by our sides and we're going to do some hip exercises and ab exercises from here. Pointing the toe up towards the sky and exhale slowly the foot all the way to hover over the ground. Now flex, heel pushes out. And now open up the leg to the side, like hovering over the ground. Keep the toes pointed up towards the sky. Maybe you get to 30 or 40 degrees. And now again, breathing, pull that heel back up towards the sky. And relax the leg. Inhale, point touch the sky. Exhale, slowly release the leg down until it hovers. Inhale, flex, and pull the foot towards the side. Find that limit, and exhale, pull the foot back up towards the sky, making like a pizza slice shape. Relax the foot. Inhale, point. Exhale, release the leg slowly down. Inhale, flex. Exhale, coming all the way out and back to center. Last one, inhale, point. Exhale, release down, keep it pointed, strong point. Inhale, flex, opening it to the side. And exhale, bring that leg back to center. Releasing the leg down to the ground, foot plants to meet the opposite foot. And again, rocking right and left, both knees dropping to one side and the other. Maybe noticing the difference in sensation in the both legs. Breathing there. And then coming back to center, dropping both knees over to the left side. Again, you can stay here for a moment, just feeling the stretch in the front of the right hip, front of the right thigh. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep the belly relaxed. Or as an option, taking the left heel, picking it up and putting it on top of the right knee as a little more weight, a little deeper of a stretch into the hip stretch. Breathe here. Every exhale, try to relax something. Feel the legs a little heavier. One more inhale. And exhale, planting into the right foot, bringing it back up, finding a figure four. Reaching the hands into behind the right leg, grabbing behind the right thigh or the right shin. And setting up here for this outer hip stretch. Some ankle flexion and extension here. Inhale, pointing both toes as much as you can. Exhale, flex, toes come back towards the knee and pull the legs into the belly. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex and pull in. Inhale, point. Extending the toes long. Exhale, flex. One more. Inhale, pointing. Both toes point as strong as you can. And exhale, flex. Staying here. Another breath. Keep pulling the legs in and maybe opting to taking the left hand and pushing the left knee slightly away. One more breath here. And exhale, releasing the right foot down. Bring the left knee into the chest, grabbing behind the shin, pulling it in, and some big circles. Opening up the left hip. Coming back to center, squeezing it in. And now releasing the hands by the side, straighten up the left leg up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Good. From here, point the toes, inhale. Exhale, slowly lowering this foot towards the ground, hovering. Inhale, flex the foot, toes come towards the face. Pull it out, pull a leg out to the side, keep the toes pointed up as much as you can. And exhale, bring that foot back up to center. Inhale, point. Exhale, slowly release down. Inhale, flex. Coming out towards the side, maybe 30 degrees or something like that. And exhale, pull back up to center, making the biggest circle you can. Inhale, point. Exhale, slowly release down. Inhale, flex. Come out to the side, moving slow, find your limit. And exhale, lifting the foot up towards the center. 2 more times. Inhale, point. Exhale, release down with control. Inhale, flex. Pull your heel out to the side. Try to keep the toes pointed up. And exhale all the way back up to center. Did I say one more, I think? Point. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, flex. Open up to the side. Feel that hip strength. And exhale all the way back up to center. Pause here, breathe here. And then exhale, release the foot down. Rocking both legs, one direction and the other. Now noticing again the difference or the similarities of sensations between the legs. And then coming back to center. Feet about hips width apart, toes all pointing in the same direction. We're going to do some bridge rolls. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead, lift the hips. Exhale, slowly rock the spine down, hands come down by your sides. One more like this. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the hips, pull up. Exhale, release the spine down, arms down. This time, or opt to stay the same, or maybe coming onto your toes, onto the balls of your feet, straightening the ankles as much as you can. And again, inhale, press into the toes, lift the hips, reach the arms overhead. And exhale, release the spine down, stay on the toes. 2 more, inhale, reaching the spine, lift the arms, hips up. And exhale, release down. Last one, pushing into the toes. Lift the hips, reach the arms overhead. And exhale, coming all the way down. Releasing the heels down, and again, rocking right and left. Hi, Hazel. And then bringing both knees into the chest, hugging the knees in. Maybe rocking right and left again. And then begin to rock forward and back. Pulling the heels overhead. And find your way to standing. However you get there, standing at the top of your mat. Toes together, heels slightly apart. We'll start with 1 round of Surya Namaskar, a sun salutation. Inhale, fingertips reach high, keep the shoulders down as you gaze up perhaps. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips and come down towards your limit. Inhale, halfway up, spine long, chest opens. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees deeply, plant the hands and step back into plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower the knees down, point the elbows behind you and lower slowly down. Inhale, find a low back bend. And exhale, release. Inhale, pressing up through all fours. And exhale to downward facing dog, just 3 breaths here. Taking a moment to notice the body, notice the breath, maybe stretching a little bit extra into the backs of the legs today. Last breath in, and full exhale. Inhale, lifting the heels high, exhale, bend the knees deeply, gaze forward and walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out and overhead, upward salute, Ardha Hastasana. And exhale, palms towards center. Adding a little extra to the next sun salutation. Inhale, fingertips reach high. This time come up onto the toes. Before you exhale, drop the heels down and forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, spine long, chest opens. And exhale, forward fold. Let the hands step back into plank. In plank, we're going to flip the toes underneath. Feeling strong in the plank. And then flip the toes back. Flip the toes down. Shoelace side of the foot down on the ground. And flipping back. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the knees down. Lower the chest and belly all the way down towards the ground. Inhale, upward, inhale, low cobra. And exhale, release down. Inhale, pressing through all fours. And exhale to downward facing dog. Again, just 3 breaths here. Pushing the heels particularly down towards the mat. Feeling the stretch in the back of the legs. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, lifting the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees deeply. Walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the arms out and overhead. Now lift onto the toes. And exhale, heels down, palms right center. Inhale, fingertips reach high, come onto the toes, lift high. Exhale, heels down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, spine long, chest opens. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees deeply, plant the hands, just the right foot steps back this time. Right knee comes down, and inhale the fingertips forward and up for Anjaneyasana. Good. From here, either the fingertips can stay reaching high, or release them down to the hips. Breathe here, keep the chest open, neck long, and the gaze steady. Taking a look at the front knee, seeing that it's tracking directly forward over the front toes. If there's a tendency for your knee to come in or out, really try to pull that knee forward and keep an eye on that. We're going to tuck the back toe, straighten the back leg, find crescent. Inhale and crescent. Exhale, straighten both legs. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly bending that front knee, tracking that knee directly forward, back to crescent. Inhale. Exhale, lower the back knee all the way down, tuck the toe under. Good, breathe here, one breath. Anjaneyasana, sink low in the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the back toe under and straighten the back leg, crescent. Torso stays upright, inhale. Exhale, straighten front leg and stay here. Inhale. Exhale, slowly tracking that front knee forward. Back leg stays straight. Inhale. Exhale, lowering the back knee down, tuck the toe under. Good. Breathe here, one breath, find steadiness. And exhale. One more cycle. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the back toes, straighten the back leg. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Stay here, inhale, find balance. And exhale, slow bend in that front knee, tracking directly forward. Inhale here, find crescent. Exhale, lower the back knee, tuck the toe under, good. Inhale, fingertips reach high if they're not already. And exhale, release the hands down, straighten the front leg. Find splits. In half splits, we're keeping the toes flexed towards the face. And now try pointing that front toe forward. See how the stretch changes. Exhale, flex, toe point towards the face. And inhale, point. Exhale, flex. And inhale, planting that front foot forward, walking the hands forward on either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toes, straighten the back leg, and swing this front foot back to plank. Inhale, plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in and out. Keep the neck long, shoulders down away from the ears. Fingers are spreaded, really pushing down into the ground. Last breath here. And full exhale. Inhale, lifting the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, gaze forward. Walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out and overhead. Come up onto the toes as you lift up. And exhale, release the heels down. Samastiki. Inhale, reach the arms high, toes high, heels high. Exhale, heels down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees deeply, plant the hands, step the left foot back. Release the left knee down and toes tuck underneath. Come up to Anjaneyasana, either arms reaching high or releasing the hands to the hips. I'm going to try this with arms reaching high and see how much harder it is. All right, breathe here, find your steadiness. Again, make note of that front knee. Check that it's going directly forward. And adding that dynamic movement. Now inhale here. Exhale, tuck the back toes, straighten the back leg crescent. Deep inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale here, both legs straight. Exhale, slowly tracking that front knee forward back to crescent. Inhale. Exhale, lower the back knee down, slowly tuck the back toe under Anjaneyasana. Good, breathe here, inhale. And exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale, tuck the toe under, straighten the back leg, crescent pose. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten both legs. One inhale, find balance. Exhale, slow track that knee forward. Inhale here, hold crescent. And exhale, slowly lower the back knee, tuck the back toe under. Good. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, one more cycle. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toe under, straighten the back leg, crescent pose. It's harder with your arms reaching high. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten both legs, balance. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, slow front knee over the front knee over the front ankle. One breath, crescent. And exhale, release the back knee down, back toe down. Release the hands down if they're not already. Walk the hands back behind you, straighten the front leg for half splits, half Hanumanasana. Good, breathe here, inhale. And exhale. Option to stay here or on your inhale, pointing the toe away from you. And exhale, flex toe towards the face. Inhale, pointing. Exhale, flex. One more time, inhale, point. And exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Now plant the foot forward. Hands walk on either side of the front foot. Back toe tucks, straightening the back leg, and release the right foot back to plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. 2. Take long, steady breaths. Last breath cycle here. And exhale. Inhale, lifting the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, gaze forward, walk the feet towards the hands. Halfway lift, spine long. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach out and overhead. Lift onto the toes, heels lift. And exhale, heels down, palms heart center. Taking a breath here. Checking in and noticing before we move on. Bending the knees, reach the fingertips high for chair pose. Good, in chair pose, breathe, sit a little deeper. And now releasing the hands to the hips. We're going to begin to lift the right heel off the ground, slightly balancing onto our left foot. Now slowly the right foot entirely hovers off the mat, slowly reaching the right foot back, all the way back to crescent legs. Good, inhale, crescent pose. Inhale here, and exhale, torso hovers down over the front knee. Breathe here, inhale, and exhale, slowly lean to the front foot, slowly bring that back foot forward to meet the left. Chair pose, inhale, chair, reaching the arms high, and exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale here, begin to lift the right foot off the ground. Exhale, slowly reaching that back heel back, dropping it down, and find crescent pose. Good. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hover the torso over the front knee. Inhale here, straighten the back leg. And exhale, slowly bringing the back foot forward to chair. Inhale, reach the arms high for chair pose. And exhale, hands to the hips, just last cycle. Inhale here. Exhale, weight into the left foot, right foot lifts, right foot steps all the way back. Inhale, torso upright for crescent. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, torso forward. This time we're coming forward, but instead of the back foot coming forward, we're going to lift it off the mat, finding a warrior 3 variation. Back toes are pointing down towards the ground and the front leg is straight, but not for long. Inhale here, warrior, wherever the back leg is. Exhale, bending in that front knee just slightly. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend any amount you can. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last one, inhale, straighten. And exhale, coming upright. Bring the right knee directly into the chest. Hands around the outside of the knee. And pulling up, finding a balanced pose. Calm the face, calm the breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale here. And exhale, release the hands to the hips. We're going to release the right heel, the inside of the left shin bone, like a tree pose, but not too high. From here in tree pose, we're going to inhale the fingertips high. And exhale, stay here. Option to stay here in a more traditional chair pose, or tree pose, or do what I'm going to call bonsai tree pose. We're going to inhale here and exhale, bend slightly into the standing knee. Keep pushing the right foot against the left shin. Maybe stay here with that bent knee alone, or maybe try to lift the bottom heel off the mat slightly, coming onto the front toes. Get it? It's a bonsai because it's like a creative tree pose. Breathe here, inhale wherever you are, whatever variation. And then if you are up on the heel, up on the toe, exhale the heel down and straighten to the leg. Release the hands down and release the foot down, finding Samastiki. Shaking out the legs. And maybe stretching out into the ankles and toes. Preparing for the second side. Toes together, heels slightly apart, bending to the knees and reach the arms high for chair pose. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, release the hands to the hips. Inhale here, chest open. Exhale, slowly bring the weight into the right foot. Left foot hovers and left foot slowly behind you. Find crescent legs. Exhale up to crescent. Inhale here. Exhale, torso hovers over the front knee. Bring the weight into that right foot. Left foot slowly comes in, back to chair. Inhale, arms high. And exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale here, preparing, lifting that left foot. And exhale, left leg comes all the way back behind you. Crescent to exhale. Inhale here, find your pose. Exhale, torso hovers over the front knee, bring the weight forward, and slowly exhale, foot comes into chair. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, releasing this foot up and back behind you. Exhale, crescent, torso lifts. Inhale here. Exhale, torso comes down. This time, instead of bringing the back foot forward, we're just lifting it up off the ground for warrior three. Front leg straightens. And stay here, pointing the back toe down towards the ground. Option to stay here, warrior three, or doing some warrior three micro squats. Inhale. Exhale, bending to the standing leg. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last one. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bring this foot back all the way forward. Bring the left knee into the chest. And finding your balance here. Take 2 breaths. Keep the neck long, shoulders down. Last breath here. And exhale, releasing this front knee. We're going to find our way to tree pose. Taking the left foot on the inside of the right shin bone. We're going to breathe here. Inhale, fingertips reach high, tree pose. Breathe here in tree. And exhale, shoulders relax. Opt to stay here in a normal tree. We're moving towards bonsai tree. Inhale here. Exhale, squatting to this bottom knee. Standing leg, just a little bit. Breathe here, see how this feels. Keep pushing the heel into the shin and the shin back into the heel. If you're breathing and finding steadiness here, maybe option to lift the bottom heel. Coming onto the toes. Good, breathe here, inhale. And exhale, heel releases if it's there, standing straight leg, and release the foot down to meet the opposite side. Shaking out the legs, breathing here, stretching into the ankles and toes. Good. On your next breath, inhale, fingertips reach high towards the sky, come onto the toes. Last time, exhale, release the heels down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine long, chest opens. And exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step back into plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Let's take 5 breaths here. Just to really feel into the legs, into the ankles. Maybe leaning into the right side and then the left. 2 more breaths here. Energizing to the legs for the last couple breaths. All right, next inhale, lifting the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, walking forward to the hands and finding your way to a seat. Reaching the legs out in front of you and shaking them out. Next pose is called Triang Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. I don't know what it means, but it goes like this. Taking your right foot, bending into the right knee, and the right toe tucks underneath you, as close to the body, as close to the bum as you can. If this is really, if you feel a lot of tension in this front knee, don't do it. But if you're okay, maybe stay here. Opposite left foot flexes up towards the sky, left leg straight out in front of you. Inhale here, spine long. And exhale, if you can, begin to forward fold. If you can do it without shifting heavily towards one side or the other, begin to forward fold. Otherwise, you can use your arms as balance to try to keep the torso pointing directly forward over the front leg. Breathe here, 3 breaths. Noticing the knee, noticing the ankle, stretch here. 1 more breath in. And exhale, option to stay here, or maybe to bring this straight leg out in front of you, toes flexed, and pulling this foot into the body. This is actually the first time I've ever done this pose. I don't remember what it's called, heron pose maybe. Breathe here, inhale, and exhale, release the legs down. Releasing this bent leg out in front of you, being careful, being mindful of those joints, and shaking it out. Taking the second side, bending into the left foot, tucking the left toe under near the body, flexing the knee all the way. Again, if this knee joint, maybe this one feels a little bit worse than the other, take it easy, just notice how it feels. Listen to your body, but otherwise preparing for this pose. Tiryan Mukha Eka Pada Paschimottanasana. Right foot flexes up towards the face, right leg is straight out in front of you. Option to stay here, sitting up tall, just focusing on this leg stretch. Or maybe begin to inhale and exhale, forward fold over the straight leg, adding a little more tension. If you are rocking really heavily right or left, maybe using the hands to find balance, pulling your torso directly forward. 3 more steady breaths. One more breath in, and exhale. Option to stay here, sit up tall and just noticing this knee and ankle joint, or maybe beginning to pull this straight leg out in front of you. Point the toes up towards the sky and pull the straight leg towards the body. 2 breaths here, inhale, and exhale. 1 more breath in. And exhale, releasing both legs out in front of you. Slowly, mindfully. Now shaking the legs out. Allowing the torso to come down towards the mat just as we started class, with the toes pointed all the same direction towards the front. Feet about hips width apart. Now we're rocking the legs left and right. Pausing at center, bringing both knees into the chest, hugging both knees into the chest with the hands. Now rocking right and left. Making big knee circles, clockwise and counterclockwise. Doing whatever movement feels right for your legs, for your body. And then pausing at center, bring the arms out to a T and rock both knees over to the right side. Simple twist here. Pulling the left shoulder back towards the ground, maybe the gaze out towards the left hand. Begin to relax the body, releasing the lower back, releasing the legs. Allowing the face to be fully calm and the breath to be fully relaxed. No control here, just breathing. Breathing into the stretch in the lower back, into the hips. One more inhale. And exhale, bring the knees back to center. Inhale here at center. And exhale, switching sides, both knees rocking over to the left side. Gaze turns over to the right, and maybe right shoulder pulls down closer to the ground. Simple twist, beginning to cool down completely, beginning to relax completely. Finding space in the back, finding space in the legs. 2 more deep breaths here. Last inhale, and exhale slowly the knees back to center, hugging behind the knees with the hands, pulling the knees in. Rocking right and left, or maybe taking any last pose you'd like, maybe happy baby or Supta Baddha Konasana. Whatever feels good for you, whatever your body is asking for. And then whenever you're ready, coming back to center, inhale, hugging everything up to a ball, forehead comes up to the knees. And exhale, releasing the entire body down to the mat, allowing yourself to be fully supported. Eyebrows soften completely. Tongue falls away from the top of the mouth. Allowing the throat to soften. And finding your way to Shavasana, final resting pose. Releasing control of everything. No control of the breath, the body. Just supported by the mat. Supported by the earth. And breathing naturally. Final resting pose, Shavasana. Beginning to breathe a little more deeply. Bring awareness back into the mind. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and toes. Maybe some ankle circles, wrist circles. Bring awareness back into the body. Next, inhale, reaching the fingertips all the way overhead, giving yourself a full body stretch, toes point. And exhale, releasing, bring both knees into the chest slowly. Pause here, maybe rock right and left if it feels right. And then rocking all the way one side, pausing in the fetal position for a moment. Allowing yourself to be here, present, supported by yourself. And then slowly, with ease, pushing yourself up into a seat. Shoulders lift up towards the ears and exhale, pulling them down away from the ears. Inhale, fingertips reach high towards the sky. And exhale, palms start center. One more breath together. Inhale, fingertips reach. And exhale, bring the positive energy into heart center. Bowing the forehead down to the fingertips as a sign of gratitude. Taking a deep breath here to feel grateful for all our bodies and all the strength and flexibility and stability we've gained in our practice today. And taking another deep breath to feel grateful for our minds and all the calm, focus, and effort we are capable of in our minds. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Namaste. Nice job, everyone. Today was another tough one. My quads are pretty sore. We'll see how we feel tomorrow. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. You can leave down below. Subscribe, hit the like button. Now for a close-up of my hair. I pinned it back because it's not quite long enough to braid, but I think it's looking pretty cool. Do I look cool? Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.